Hello my friends and welcome to my 20th video. Today we are back in Sauron's plan to conquer all of Middle-earth and we're jumping right into the beacons of Gondor.
The Lord of the Nazgul has plans for an attack on Rohan, and Grishnach's soldiers have traveled to the Anorian Valley to support the efforts. Grishnach will lead his orcs against a human outpost that feeds supplies to the enemy armies. Normally a boisterous lot, his warriors must practice restraint, for the great beacons of Gondor will signal for reinforcements if their presence is discovered.
All right, maggots, listen up! Some pathetic orcs from Isengard were supposed to destroy the town to the east, but they failed. Since they are weak-kneed without their old wizard, we must do their work for them. We will succeed where they have failed. Now, let's build this camp. By day's end, we'll feast on man flesh and claim Rohan supplies as our own!
So, we have to destroy an enemy encampment to the east and keep our new hero Grishnach alive. Grishnach? Grishnach? I mean, it's Grishnach. Should be doable. Hey, here's future me. Quick side note here. No, it was not easy doable. Nope, it was no fun and I don't want to redo it again. At first I build up my base with basic infrastructure and read Grishnach's abilities. He can get a movement speed buff for some time and throw a torch into enemy buildings to ignite them. It sounds okayish. I mean, he's a hero. All I care for is his passive healing and tankiness, honestly. While he explores the map, my workers build every building I can for now, so I can see what the evil faction offers. It takes some time, but at some point my base stands. Then I decide to engage the enemy, and well, there are too many and Grishnach can't handle them and he dies. Oops, that was not what I expected. So next time I prepare myself with towers and kite them into them, but Grishnach takes a beating here and needs to heal up. I also decided my best options for units are archers again for now because yes, they are squishy, but at least they have some range and I can attack the enemy from afar. Or at least from range, because the range of these orcs bowmen could be better. But it's not like there's any better option for now, so I'll deal with it. Grishnach kites the next group of enemies to me and he almost dies. He manages to survive with 4 HP. That's not even close. While he heals up yet again, I increase my army size, so that I almost max out at 90 units. Then Grishnach gets on a solo mission to level up and destroy the enemy camp, and yes, this takes quite some time. But hey, nobody said that leveling up is a fast process. When he destroys the last building, a cutscene appears.
Light the signal fire! Orcs are attacking from the north!
Orcs invading the Anorian?
Light the fire, quickly!
You fools! You let one of the horsemen escape! No doubt he went to warn the beacon tower. Now the reinforcements will come! Our only chance is to create a diversion by destroying the towers! This should give us time to build up our defenses while they search for our camp.
Which rider did we miss? What? An army is coming towards my base? Okay, cool. The map expands and I need to destroy 3 beacons to delay the enemy army. Okay, we will do that. The beacons are not that well guarded and I make quick work of them. But even if I'm quite fast, a Rohan army appears from the east and it's not that small, so I don't want to fight them head on. So I retreat to my base and wait for them here. They engage my camp and I let them attack my buildings as a distraction while they get shot down with arrows. This works really well. Then the mission doesn't end. What? I thought this was the enemy's army and I need to destroy. Oh, and oh shit, there's another wave coming. That's not good. And yes, they overwhelm me. And yes, some units die. And yes, I totally failed this here. Okay, in my next attempt I move my units east to capture an altar and destroy the last beacon while my base eats up yet another attack. This works actually pretty good until we get to the really shitty part of this mission. And trust me, it's shit. So, you see the enemy is now constantly pumping out waves of riders and sends them from off-screen into my general direction. This is fine and I can peel them apart, but the pause in between waves is basically zero at this point, and I have barely enough time to react and adjust. So, it begins a long slog where I try to manage my base, workers and troops at all the same time and try not to die. This took me quite some time, so see for yourself. And this was the edited part. Around 2.5 hours of constantly reloading and saving again and again and again until I finally managed to keep everybody alive and win. I kill the last enemy and the screen finally fades to black.
The horse boys have been wiped out! Man's flesh for all!
With the destruction of the supply outpost feeding the enemy armies, the forces of Mordor were now free to press upon the defenses of Rohan. Although Grishnach's troops were spotted by the great beacons of Gondor, the defenders' reinforcements were defeated before they could establish a camp and prepare for a large-scale battle. The vicious warg riders were instrumental in turning the tide of the battle in Rohan, providing an effective counter to the enemy horsemen and a means to swiftly cross the long Anorian Valley.
Man, this mission was hard, and we are only at mission 2. This campaign is something, am I right? Okay guys, stay healthy, be nice to each other, enjoy life, and game on!